Hey everyone, got another lock clamped up in the vise for you today, and this time we're taking a look at Unifail by West Coast Picks. Bobby Keyz sent me this lock, and I'm looking forward to getting into it for you guys. You know, I've picked it a couple times, and it's a pretty tricky pick. But I found my best results in picking it counterclockwise. And using a little Schlage shotgun I made. This is just a real shorter one than my other one. It gives me a little bit better working angle. And I'm going to go at it with this pick here. This is one of my home brews. Okay, I got some picks off of 3, 4, and 5. Some strong counter rotation on pin 1. There we go. There's a nice click. Maybe another one. Yeah, there's another click. Strong counter on 2. There's a little click. Pin 3. Little click off of 4. Another little click from 4. Nothing on 5. Nothing on 6. Nothing on 5. Nothing on 1, nothing on 2, nothing on 3. Oh, there we go, pin 4. And yeah, it does seem like I got that one open pretty quick, but now I've picked this lock about 3 or 4 times now. So definitely not my first job on that one. Like I said, it was a pretty tricky pick, and it took me a while to get it to where I can actually pick it in a good time. That's my fastest open so far, so I'm pretty happy about that. Okay, hold this guy in frame here while I get the pinning tray out. There we go. Alright, I'm going to need that follower. I'm going to try to get this clip out without locking it up. Having that shotgun in there is going to make things a little bit easier. Okay, there's our clip. Take the shotgun out. And, you know, I bet there's a T-pin in here, so I might as well shim it. It's always better to be safe than sorry, guys. So if you think you might need to shim something, don't question yourself. Just go ahead and shim it. There we go. Okay, there's all 6 pins. Looks like pin 1 is a pin and pin. And pin 2, 3, and 6 are all really close to the shear line, so those 2 are definitely traps. Pin 6, not all that effective. And that is a pin and pin. And there's all our key pins. There's actually no modifications to the plug whatsoever. That's actually surprising, considering this was a pretty tricky lock. And tweezers. Got a serrated with copper spring. I've got a spool with a steel spring. I've got another spool with a maybe brass spring. Here's one of West Coast Picks' signature pin and pins. Very nice. And that one's got a steel spring. Well, actually slid that around to my slit in that follower there. Okay, pin 6. Pin 6 is kind of an odd duck here. It's a standard pin, but it's got a little hollowed spot in it. And that's a brass or copper spring. There's another signature pin from West Coast Picks. Not quite seen one like that, but it's still pretty interesting nonetheless. Alright, so let's go ahead and zoom in on these pins. There's nothing done to the Bible. Okay, so we got a really neat collared pin and pin here on one. And that collar just fits right on there. That collar is designed to hang in the shear line. Then I've got a serrated with a copper spring. I've got a nice deep spool and another nice deep spool with a steel spring. I've got a serrated spool for a long one. That's a nice trap pin. So if I did set that, and I believe many times while I was working on it, I set both of these too far and couldn't get out of it. So got another spool above it with a, I guess that's probably either a coated steel spring or a brass spring. I've got a single serration. Then one of West Coast Picks' signature pins here. It's a serrated pin and pin where the collar is serrated as well, and it kind of acts a little bit like a T-pin or a wedding cake T-pin as well. So very, very cool spool. Then I've got another serrated in 5. Another really cool pin from West Coast Picks, and this time it comes apart in a different direction. There's the serrated collar on top, and this pin fits inside of it. So it's a pin and pin that comes out the bottom, and it's a wedding cake on the bottom. So very, very cool pin. If I can get it back together here. There we go. Then I've got a very, very deep spool, and it's kind of ball shaped on the top, and a standard. So, zoom in on those a little bit there since I was out of focus. Okay. Alright, that's what we have in this lock that Bobby Keyz sent me. West Coast Picks, thanks for making the lock. I really appreciate all of your locks. They're always fun to pick, and you know how to make every pin effective, it seems like. And Bobby, thanks for your generosity in sending me these locks. I really appreciate it. So, and everyone else, please stay safe. Don't do anything illegal. And as always, please like, comment, and subscribe.